Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. Welcome back. Last episode, we expanded our situation, we'll call it that, and we've got this going now. So we've got a chemical reactor, as you can see here. It takes 30 seconds to do whatever it does, and what it does is it creates liquid rubber, and then the liquid rubber goes in here, and in a quarter of a second, we have 9 sheets worth. It gives us a block, and then that block gets cut in this guy. It's pretty good. It's a lot better than what we were doing. Another thing that has been brought to my attention, literally just then as I clicked record, James Rodriguez has told me that I don't need to do this. So we're gonna have a look, and specifically what he's saying is I don't need to run cables up the side. These machines should pass power to each other. Now, as we can see, that's not happening currently, but I might be able to tell it to. I mean, we can see that that's not happening. So, if you were power, how would you transfer yourself upwards? I don't really know. I mean, if I do the green there, that doesn't... No, that doesn't solve it. Okay. Well, we're going to experiment a little bit. If I do auto, I think that's about outputting. So, like, yeah, it's clearly not doing it. All right, we'll try to put that back to what it was. Okay. I think that's what it was. So, how do we do this? You don't need to put cables for GregTech machines. They can transfer power across just by being adjacent. Now, I do wonder if it's a sideways thing, but... Because the wire cutters, they're definitely not having anything really happen there, are they? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it says in GregTech. Maybe we should read before completely giving up. So, getting started, this shouldn't matter. Unless it says that you can transfer the steam across. You know what I mean? Energy, voltage, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Yeah, awesome. We're just going to ignore that. What's happening here? Prospectors. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So, that's fine. So in low voltage, does it tell me that you can move these things to the side? Hold on. Upgrading machines will grant access, blah, blah, blah. This is called overclocking and can be configured in the GUI of the machine. If you do not want to overclock, overclocking a recipe twice the time uses 4 times so much power. I still don't really know how that works. So, upgrading your machines will grant you access to new recipes and increase their processing speed. This is called overclocking and can be configured in the GUI. Okay. Because I feel like I definitely feel like I'm missing some stuff. So this is talking about just recipes. I don't think it's talking about the speed. That's right. It is broken maintenance. I don't like the sound of I don't like the sound of what I'm reading. So, I know that there's this overclocking section, and it has the available tiers of LV and Ultra LV. And what am I looking at? Yeah, it's its own little tab. Okay, well, I don't really see anything here except for the fact that you can undervolt. Whatever. As for the power going up, though, I don't really. I'm clearly missing whatever that is. I can do it. I'll do a quick search. I'll do a quick search just to check, because that would save me a lot of time, I think. I mean, I did a quick Google. I can't figure out exactly how to do it. Oh, yeah, we're on our way to MV. I mean, my cables work, right? So I should just enjoy the cables. I don't know what goes in that slot. That's interesting. What is shaped like that in GregTech? I don't know. My guess would be it's some sort of... Kind of looks like the circuit boards. Oh, actually, it looks like these. Gotcha. Hold on. Machine controller, activity detector, machine progress, fluid amount. Okay. So this is all about outputting redstone, but then we have displays data as a cover. Machine as a cover, blocks transferred through attached side. Cool. Fills attached container with water. That's pretty cool. Infinite water cover. Oh, yeah, that actually is really cool. Oh, yeah. I should have definitely been discovering this stuff. Transports fluids with wireless ender connection. That's pretty cool. Digital interface. Wireless digital. Fluid voiding. Advanced fluid voiding. Item voiding. Advanced item voiding. Cool. I don't really... Interface. This is its own thing. As in, like, it's not used in anything else when I click on it. So, not too sure how exactly that works. If we do @Greg and then write cover, possibly, I mean, I guess it shows all the covers down here. Item filters. Because I was wondering if there was... So, yeah. It gives out energy amount as redstone. Cool. So, Greg Tech energy cover. Okay. Redstone, redstone. Solar panel made the sun be with you. Produces energy from the sun as a cover. Okay. Look. Good to know. Doesn't do what I want it to do, but we'll pretend that everything's fine. These obviously aren't putting out any power because why would they be nice to me like that? If I do that, we're good. That, we're good. That, we're good. And they've all got power again. Cool. Let me know what the problem was there. we'll work on that later. This episode, I had a plan and it's already gone. That's great start so far. What was my plan? Oh no. It's gone. Oh yeah, follow the quest book. That's plan number 1. So, gallium arsenide. That's what we were looking towards. And to be fair, I was just trying to figure out how to make it, but I probably should have gone through here, like the chemical bath, ore processing, that sort of thing. I mean, we've got ore processing, so gallium. How do we get it? You have to start making sodium persulfate to put in a chemical bath, replacing the ore washer in a separate ore processing setup for a chance at gallium dust when processing bauxite. Cool. Awesome. That's good. That's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to search gallium. We're going to click on our gallium here. So the chemical bath gives you a 70% chance at gallium, and it works at low voltage. That's good. That's something we need to be checking, the voltage, because the centrifuge can pull apart stuff. We don't really care about that, I don't think. The electrolyzer sort of does a similar thing. Interesting. Sphalerite will give me a 5% chance and works at low voltage. And this stuff you can get from an ore. Sphalerite ore. Let me just... we might not do this, but just to check. See, we got a bunch. So 5%. It is doable, is my point. So 5% chance. Otherwise, guaranteed from this, but it uses it in the ingredients. That's not really a thing. If we do refined bauxite, we get a 14% chance. That's pretty cool. You like to see it. And if we purify sphalerite, we get a 14% chance as well. So 14% chance from both gallium refined and purified sphalerite. And both of them work at the different voltages. Good to know. And then on the last page here, we get a diagram showing us pretty much those recipes. We do have a thermal centrifuge. So 33% chance from either of these, and it's either crushed sphalerite or purified. And as you can see, either of them's pretty much the same thing, just by right-clicking a cauldron. So I guess it's whether or not we want stone dust as a little bit of a side gig. Cool. This seems like the play, though, because we've got sphalerite. All we have to do is macerate it, and we get crushed stuff. So yeah, that's right. Am I crazy? We get crushed stuff. We chuck this guy into the thermal centrifuge at low voltage, and we get a 1 in 3 chance at gallium. That's pretty good. We don't have any gallium laying around, do we? Not really. Cool. Alrighty, so basic macerator we've got here. I'm going to chuck in my sphalerite. That'll begin. While that's beginning, let's see if we've got that thermal centrifuge set up. Oh, we do over here. Oh yeah, we were doing stuff with it. I'm all caught up. Cool, so... yeah, I'm just waiting on this guy, right? So if we go ahead... oh, before I continue, sorry. We need... I don't know how to... we need arsenic, right? Arsenide. That's what it is. We need this stuff. Now, I saw there was a way to get it with stuff that we had. I think it was the real dust that we had. That might be what we were doing. Otherwise, cobalt, which we can get quite easily because we've got... we just put some away as well. We've got cobalt ore. So... let's double check what I need to chuck in the electrolyzer. 3 cobaltite dust. So just normal cobaltite dust. Otherwise we get this real good dust. Whatever. Wait, hold on. The real good goes in the centrifuge. Do we have... I guess that's what that is, right? Do we have an electrolyzer set up? I don't think we do. We could. But we don't. So ideally, honestly, this stuff's probably the better play. We don't have much of it. But we might be able to get it started. Whatever. Let's set up an electrolyzer. Why not? What do we... who cares, right? Let's just set one up. So, I think we might even have one on us. Yeah, basic electrolyzer. Cool. We were planning to use this guy, but just never got around to it, I guess. So let's connect you. He's getting power. Beautiful. Love to see it. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to do a smart. We're going to jump into processing place. And I'm gonna automate a little bit of our dank situation. As in, this guy currently has all this stuff in it. If I try to sort it, doesn't really do it. I can place that in there though. Is there anything else I can sort of clean up a little bit? Not really, apparently. Alright, hold on. Because that's what's happening here, is this guy has like this stuff going in. I'm gonna remove, oh, he's already got it removed. I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and take out all of the reactor stuff. We can just put that away for a rainy day, and that clears up a little bit of space in here. Let's add all the XNet things that we keep using and just chuck them in here. That way, even if I have to open this, saves me searching up all the recipes all the time, right? So, okay, that is not draggable, really? Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I have to put it in here. I know what I'm doing. We also do not need bottles. Bottles? Buckets. Alright, controller. Probably just one in the system. Then we need advanced yellow connectors. These guys will probably get like... How many do we use per thing? 1, 2... I think just 3, right? We'll keep 3 in the system. I think that's a... That way we can just pull out the entire amount in there. And then we normally connect, what, 1? I think we just use one of those. So yeah. Yeah, whatever. We'll see how well this goes. Is that it? And then just a barrel, right? We go barrel, chuck in one of those. Oh, and a dim chest, which I thought we would have had in here, but apparently we don't. Dim chest. Cool. Problem solved, right? So now, first on, let's check. Dim chest, barrel, controller. Cool. All the stuff we want. That might break, but that's fine. I'm just sort of, you know, we'll try and... Oh, yep. It's not too happy. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Oh. Cool. How do we feel about this? All that stuff's in a row. Let's put the ender gates there as well so that we can grab them. I think that's all we need. Nice. We're going to save a lot of time by doing that. Ignore your eyes. Close them. You can open them again. So, I get middle click as well. Yeah. Oh, I should have done this a long time ago. Oh, the crafter. You know what? It's worth it. It's genuinely worth going back and adding that. I know you guys probably don't want to see it, but like, listen. It's going to be incredible just middle clicking things. I don't know why we haven't done this sooner, to be honest. Especially for things like the Diamond Crafter. That's definitely something we should have been doing. Oh, yeah, what up? Do I want to put anything else on there? I don't think so. I think that's fine. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Close your eyes again. I'll tell you when you can open them. You can open them. All right, cool. So you go there. We middle click. Break this. He goes there. How cool. We grab the barrel. He goes there. Oh, this is... Wow. the difference in quality of life. Now, I can't middle click these guys, the XNet K. Oh, because I only put yellow in there, didn't I? That's fine. Or it will be fine if I start using them again properly. Oh my god, look at that. The fact that I don't even need to open it means I can store like stacks in there. I don't have to just keep 3. Because I was honestly planning to open it and take them all out, but I don't even have to. Oh my god, that's awesome. The only problem we have currently is I believe these guys. Oh! No, you can middle click them. For a while, you couldn't middle click ender gates. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. For whatever reason, you couldn't middle click them. Well, there we go. Apparently you can. Sweet. I'm very happy about this. All right, let's click that to allow it. We'll allow that as well. Why not? And then we'll hook this guy up. Once again, I wish I could just copy and paste the entire thing. I've seen... By the way, currently I'm a video ahead in terms of recording, so I haven't seen the comments for the previous video as of recording this, but I've seen the comments of episode 170. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen 171 comments, but I've seen 170, so I'm ahead but behind on the comments, if that makes sense. So I apologize if you've said something really helpful and I've missed it. You know what I mean? So we want to extract, then we want to insert. See, this is what happens if you leave that connected. It's not the end of the world. It just means it looks a little bit different and might confuse some people. I don't think any of this matters. I don't think we need to be... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I don't think we need to keep a certain amount in this. Possibly if we expand, but even then I'll definitely be checking in the machine to make sure that everything's fine. But this seems good to me. This guy's hooked up. He's ready to go. So all we need is the recipe now. What is the recipe? I believe it's this. I believe we're going to do real go. So there we go. We do that. Chuck this in here. There you go. Enjoy. And I think we can add it to the macerator. Why not? Let's add the recipe saying, hey, by the way, this stuff, you're not going to believe this. You can actually get some of it from the ore. What are you? Yeah, you're you. That's fine. The dust, I need to get the good stuff. Is that what's happening? What's happening? Hold on. What's happening here? I know I can look through the big list, but I've got this. So, I am probably going to centrifuge the dust. And the dust I'm going to get from macerating the crushed stuff. And the crushed stuff I'm going to get from macerating the ore. Right? So, if we follow this through, I centrifuge this. Oh, what's that? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah? Yeah, whatever. We're going to do that. Cool. The sulfur, I think, was a byproduct, right? Let me just double check. This stuff, centrifuge. Yeah, it's a byproduct. So I'm going to actually go ahead and remove that from the recipe. So we'll still get some, but it won't be why we're doing it. We're not doing it to get sulfur. Cool. Then this guy's going to be a macerator. Once again, a little bit of byproduct. Yeah, we'll just put those away. And then this guy, of course, this recipe. Boom. Byproducts. Bam, bam. Was the 20 a guarantee? Can we confirm or deny? Yeah, it looks like it's guaranteed. Cool. So what we got now is we've got 2 macerator recipes, which are these. We have 1 centrifuge recipe, which we have not hooked up to the system. That's fine. We'll go hook that guy up now. Because why not? Oh, very nice. The only other thing I'm now realizing is probably stone bricks. That's the only other thing I can see giving me a pretty decent benefit if I set that up properly. Boom, boom, boom. But I am very, very much enjoying this so far. I didn't think I would have as much fun with Greg Tech. Maybe I won't as we go on. But currently, I am very much having fun here. Let's go tin cable. Go a decent amount. Go. The reason why I think I'm really enjoying this is because it feels like an actual investment. You know what I mean? Like, each of these machines are going to work towards everything. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or at least I'm imagining it will. Like, I don't know. I'm currently having a lot of fun. But it's deceptive. Like, I'm like, oh, here it comes. Here comes the part that's not fun. But it hasn't really happened yet. I think it's happened a few times, but it's sort of fixed itself. Look at this. It's never going to get better than this. Oh my god. Do you guys remember me setting this up last episode? It's horrible. Horrible compared to, oh my god. Oh. Wow. We're living like kings now. It's so embarrassing compared to the last episode. Alright. Boom. Item. While I'm on a roll. Item. Round robin. Round robin. Extract. Insert. Extract. Insert. That's pretty good if I say so myself. Cool. So the centrifuge recipe is this guy. And there we go. Allegedly, that's now in the system. So it should be doable. That is for arsenic. Is that how I spell it? It is the other way around. So I can allegedly order one of these. And what will happen? This guy's full at the moment. Let's take that stuff out so we can get the real recipe going in. I'll put this stuff back in so it can at least, process in the background. That's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, in that goes. Okay, so that's processing the red stuff. Cool. What am I doing with the crushed this stuff? I'm purely chucking it into, not in there, an ore washer? Was that the plan? Thermal centrifuge. Oh yeah, cool. So let's add that recipe. Process you in thermal centrifuge for a 33% chance. I think we treat it like we do before. Now, applied energistics, it can understand when something's a byproduct. Refined storage cannot currently, so we'll have to just order refined sphalerite and sort of hope that we get the good stuff. But that's okay. What we can do to solve this, I'll show you real quick. For start, that's not where that goes at all. I'll show you how you can actually do this though, because it's pretty cool. Like, it's doable. Sphalerite, we're gonna get 2 of that. Cool. So I can add this as a recipe. I can go over here and add this for the centrifuge. I'm pretty sure that's what that was, right? Crushed sphalerite in a centrifuge. Yeah, cool. And then what we can do is we can grab a chest that goes here. Yeah, no, better yet, we can go, we could do a chest. Doesn't really matter. But I'll show you how you do it. So we place this guy. We get an exporter. We get a detector. I don't know if I'll leave this set up, but I guess it's just a way to do it. We'll grab a crafting card in there. And then, yeah, we can put a regulator just so it orders only 1 at a time. I think that's fine. And then we put a detector here. We tell this guy that he will only work with redstone. And we tell this guy to get me some gallium. And I say, I would like, let's say 10 gallium, right? And I want to emit a redstone signal when under the amount. So if we have less than 10, it will emit a redstone signal below it. And then in here, I can say, put in, where are we? Put in the finished product, right? So I can say, put this in there. And so, yeah. No, I think it does have to be a chest. I mean, like, it can be a barrel, I guess. But, so, what it's going to do now is it will order refined sphalerite ore, which we'll see in here, and it will place it in here until we have 10 gallium. So, ideally, this would be sophisticated. It would store lots and lots and lots of stacks in a single spot, and it will just fill up with refined sphalerite. Now, I can also have it with an importer, now that I'm actually using my brain, and we can have this guy to only work without redstone. Which means this guy below's on, he's filling this guy up. Once he has 10, he stops placing in sphalerite ore in there, and then he imports it all into the system. Now, because these are good importers, they'll put a lot in at once and a lot out at once. And that means that as we get, hundreds of these, it should be fine. As in, it'll just take a second to fill it, and then it will actually order a new one. You know what I mean? Alternatively, I don't actually know. I'm not sure how else you would go about this, but that would work, and then eventually, would have a massive stockpile of the refined sphalerite that we could get rid of somehow. Even if we just chucked it back through the macerator, that would clear up the system. You know what I mean? So, like, this as a thing should work. It's put one in there, and it's going to keep doing that until we get 10 gallium. Right? I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully. So, everything should be functional. The arsenic has not shown up. That is a little bit concerning. Last I saw it, it was in here. I'm pretty sure it's already processed. It should have then made its way to the electrolyzer, right? Which is this guy here. So he should have shown up. Should have got electrolyzed. Then should have showed up here. Should have got this thing. And then we should have an arsenic. We get 2 dust goes in, and an arsenic comes out. That's not what I put in there. I put impure dust equals the real good dust. Is that what we wanted? Centrifuge, impure equals the real stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I just need to add that extra recipe for the arsenic. Where'd I put the art? Because we definitely have this as a recipe. Where did I place that? Because it's wrong. I've clearly placed the arsenic recipe in the wrong thing at some point. How did I do that? Did I place it in here? 2 relga equals 2 arsenic. That's not how that works, is it? Is it? Why am I... No, yeah, we want to be centrifuge. 2 equals that. Cool. Okay. I don't know what happened to my existing stuff then, but that is okay. Let's cancel that and order that again. And I think it should just chuck it in here. No, it might need to order 2 more stuff, but that's okay. That can be done just by taking this stuff out. Yeah, there you go. Cool. All right. I'll be honest, the Mace Raider is really slow. To the point where I am tempted to upgrade this guy, send him up to the roof. And I think that's not a bad idea. I am curious, is there a way to get this to item output, allow input? This guy doesn't do anything. Yeah, not too sure on that one. But hey, honestly, I think we should. I think we're at the point where we're using the Mace Raiders quite a bit. We have them automated, apparently. That's a thing that we did at some point, so that's brilliant. Let's order however many of those I just ordered. Sweet. And we will just chuck them up like that. Cool. Mace Raider. Oh yeah, that's just the door closed one, isn't it? We go tin, cables. We need about 5. What's the best way to do this? It doesn't really matter too much. Boom, boom, boom. And then wire cutters. Boom, 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 boom. All of these now have power. Beautiful. Hopefully they maintain that power. I need to place these. This is where it might get a little bit annoying that I only have whatever I have in the system, but I make them pretty fast, so it's not too big of an issue. Let's disconnect from there. Cool. Did I want that disconnected? Looks like it. We've still got an insert on there. So all I need to do is copy and paste all these, I believe, which is pretty cool. Let's copy, paste. To be fair, I might need to limit these. Oh, we do. So only put 1 of each in there at a time. Awesome. Yeah. Do we need to set any of these to be round robin? They're both round robin. Wonderful. So what I can do, even though we don't have the recipe put in at the moment, I can just... Oh, it's a chest, not a barrel. Can I make it a barrel? I missed the barrel. Let's break that. And let's just place a barrel. Now... Do I need to change anything now that we have a barrel? No, it just auto connects. Cool. So now we can actually open it. And I can put this in here. And they should evenly distribute all this. All I need to do is in each of these, tell them to do that. And that should work. Perfect. So go in here and allow items to input from the output. I believe is what that does. And as you can see, all the doors are shut. And they're all processing. Cool. Absolute win. Awesome. Okay, so what's next? First of all, do we have any gallium yet? No. Okay, that's brilliant. This guy, ooh, he exists. So 2 impure. 1 impure in a centrifuge is meant to do what we want. Empty and empty. Basic centrifuge, basic thermal centrifuge. They're 2 different things. Centrifuge. What's this? Basic. Oh, I've got a basic. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. Cool. I knew that. All right. Let's take that out. Let's go ahead and take that out. So these are 2 different things. That's great to know. Let's grab some of these. I'll be honest. So happy with our setup currently. Like being able to just do this. Ideally, it would go the right way, but you know, that's what happens. That's part of life, I guess. Boom. Oh. I'm just suffering. Boom. Boom. That's so cool. I'm way too happy with how that's all going. Boom, 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 boom. So both round robin saves me doing later. I know I need to power these. We'll get there. Everything's fine. And cool. Alrighty. So this guy's working, which is awesome. All I need to do, I believe, is chuck this recipe in there. I can place these in preemptively. And they should do something. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. And then the recipe to get this is also just a normal centrifuge. So I actually need to take out the recipe for the impure and chuck that in there. Both of those should go in there. 2 real good dust equals what we want. Impure dust goes in here to make normal dust. Yeah, cool. That's perfect. So this guy should be done soon. Here we go. Awesome. 1 done. 2 go in here. Well, I guess 2 are done, sure. This processes, and this gives us our arsenic, I believe. So then we're just looking for gallium, which should be around the corner. So here we go. sulfur and the arsenic. So if we go in here and we search for that, we've got one. Brilliant. Gallium? No. Cool. So, how's this guy going? What's he got? He's only got one in him. Because of the regulator. Gotcha. Yeah, because I messed that up. Alright, we don't want the regulator. That's just going to order... How much is it going to order? I guess one at a time still, which is good. Okay. That should be fine. It's because I had the... I thought we were going to import it, but anyway. That's, yeah, that's fine. So these guys should be good. This guy has nothing left in him, which is awesome. Sphalerite, sphalerite, sphalerite. Cool. Yeah. And then... It's all happening down here, isn't it? Yeah, centrifuge. Gallium. I saw gallium. Hey, look at that gallium. And then we mixer it, right? Gallium and arsenic for that. Cool. Let's add that as a recipe if we can. So we want, where are we? Mixer. We want this, arsenic and gallium to equal that. Cool. Now, specifically, it has a program circuit with configuration 1. That is what we have in here, so that should work perfectly fine. There shouldn't be a problem. We can chuck that in there. And we don't have any filters here for what's going in, so that should work fine. I should be able to order this. It should get chucked in. And it's processing. Cool. Sweet. We have the thing we want. I probably should have grabbed the gallium into my inventory, but that's fine. I'm sure we've got some more cooking up slowly but surely. Sure some will hopefully happen over here, but that's fine. Yeah, and so this will allow us to have, 20 at a time, which will be pretty cool. 20? 10. Yeah, that should be all right. That guy's mixed it. We have gallium arsenide. We grab that. That is the quest done. It hasn't activated because that's done, but pretty much there. Looks like you can also... We've got a few different routes that you can take to it. So that's pretty cool. Like, chemical bath is used in ore processing. I mean, that might be a cool way. Either way, we've got half of what we want. Next, we're going to need to do what? Glue bucket, phenolic circuit board, phenolic printed circuit board, and then we have the thing. So that's what this is. It's a requirement. There's no loophole around it. Chemical reactor we have, which is tempting because I don't really know what this stuff is. Oh, silver wire and the board, or the board and silver foil. We'll probably do the wire. I have a feeling that's going to be a little bit easier. Cool. Silver wire and the board. The board is made in an assembler with wood pulp and glue. And so that's fine. It's like sawdust, so it could be a variety of different things to get that, so that's fine. Glue, that was the centrifuge. Oh, with the sticky resin, easy. So yeah, that's pretty much done. And then what was the other bit? The silver wire. Silver wire is just silver plates. Who would have saw that coming? Sawdust. But yeah, just precision sawmill and stuff. Pretty sure you can just sawmill, like, planks even. So that's probably what we'll do. Cool. So, do we run all the way over here? What do I need? Let's start making these recipes. So, for starters, the glue, let's make that. That is going to go here. Now, the glue part is a guarantee. And it's all I kind of really care about. Are we currently centrifuging sticky resin? Raw rubber pulp. Raw rubber pulp. We're currently getting it from an extractor, which gives us nothing else. Whereas we want to put it through a centrifuge, which still gives us 3, plus a plant bowl, plus some glue. But it takes a lot longer. It takes 20 seconds, so it's not exactly viable, per se. But it is what we're doing. Cool. Yeah, alright. Alternatively, you need some other fun little additives. But it looks like sticky resin's the play. We're just going to tell it, hey, this gives you glue. Everything else is going to be a bit of a bonus. Now, over here, this is fine. We can do this. We want to grab a tank. I do like the singularity tanks, so we'll just make a bunch of them. That should be fine. So we'll chuck that guy there. We will do an importer. Boom. And hook this guy up. This should be fine. I don't see it being a problem. We'll set it to fluids. We will also set one of these guys here. And we will tell the tank to also be an insert. Wait, oops, sorry. We don't want to do that. We want it to be a fluid. So we'll go here. Fluid. We want it to extract the fluid from here and import it there. And that should work. Cool. And let's double check that, yep, fluid's allowed out of the back. Awesome. So we can add this recipe. And we can search glue. Switch it to fluid grid. And I can order a bucket of glue. We'll change back to the crafting grid. But as you can see, the stuff goes in here. 20 seconds later, we're going to have our glue. Brilliant. There's a chance that we want to expand this guy later. As in, upwards. Possibly soon, I'm not sure. We'll see how much glue we need. Next up, we're going to need some recipes in here. Specifically, silver plate. So if we go silver plate, we want to add that here and say, there you go. We also want to probably get the recipe for silver plate. Do we want to just do that? How are we currently getting our plates? Do we have... I think that's all we're doing. Do I have silver plates automated already? Possibly. Silver plates. Yeah, we do. Cool. All right. So that's fine. We can add these in there. Not a problem. And then what do I need to do? I need to add a crafting recipe for the silver wires. And what do? I just say plate equals wire. Yeah. So we go processing. We say silver plate. Oh, just one. Equals wire silver. Silver wire. Oh. Boom. I think that's right. Let's double check. Plate equals one wire. Cool. That is what we're getting. Yeah. Yep. Cool. So that can go in there. The next thing we need to do is tell this guy to output silver wire on the crafting side of things. So that should now work. Now if I attempt to order silver wires, say for example 10, 10 should go into the system. We should see them getting crafted over here. Possibly. Yep, there we go. It's doing some stuff. Diamond wire cutter and some silver. And we've got the wire. Cool. All right, nice. So next up is this board. That is... Oh, we've got sawdust automated, do we? I saw sawdust on the thing. Dust. Pulp. Wood pulp. Let's double check. I just ordered a stack, I think. Because I don't know what's doing this. So I don't know if the system we had still is fun. Oh, 30. 30. That was at 29 before. Cool. I don't really know how we're getting it. There's a few ways. We could also just start cutting stuff, centrifuge and stuff. That gives us some sticky resin as well. That's pretty cool. A lathe, a macerator with planks gives you pulp. That's a recipe. That's not too bad. That might actually be what's happening in the other dimension. Either way, we do have it. So credit where credit's due. There you go. In the assembler, we are going to be placing this. Configuration 1, a little bit of glue. Brilliant. So the assembler? I'm confused. The assembler. Okay. And the assembler is here. So that guy's going to get this recipe. The problem is this guy's going to have to also somehow get fluids, which I cannot do using this guy and using specifically a barrel. Is there such an item that can hold fluids and items? It's a brilliant question, I hear you say. It's a brilliant question. I think, to be honest, I remove this extract point as well as this input point. We break the barrel and I just entangle the thing there. I know it's not the cleanest way to do things, but I do believe that is the play. I should have the entangled binder here. If I select this and place this here, it should accept the fluids. This guy doesn't accept fluids. Or at least he doesn't say he does. Maybe he doesn't output fluids, but he accepts it. Either way, this should work. He should be able to input directly into the assembler, both fluids and items. As you can see, the fluid is accessible there. And then he'll just output the goods as per normal, as per that. Cool! So, that should work. Let's have a look. What's it called? It is called a phenolic thingamajiggy. So let's attempt to order that. Now, we don't have a card in here. Before we make the card, this recipe didn't use a card. What does this mean for us? Program cards. Many machines use a program circuit setting to determine what recipes can be processed. You'll find in the option to change the program circuit setting in the machine's GUI. Just select the program that corresponds to the recipe you're running and it will start running. You don't need to craft the circuit. Often it's easier to dedicate a machine for a specific program setting and make a new one rather than change programs manually for different crafting recipes. Okay. So what we'll do is I will put the barrel back. We'll take this recipe out. I know I've already put stuff in there, so I might just... We'll process this once, but we just won't in the future, I guess. So we'll just set this to 1. Let that process, but then we'll just set it back to non-existent as per normal. Cool. I will reconnect all that thing. So what we just had this guy set to extract, this guy set to insert. I think that's fine. And we'll just set up a new assembler down here for that sort of stuff. I think that's fine. I think that works. I don't see that being a problem. Boom. The only thing would be if the assembler was annoying to make. But I do not remember. It is hinting that it is annoying to make. We might be fine. Let's get some tin dust happening. Very nice. That should keep the assembler up and running. So we'll order those. Brilliant. We need 2 robot arms, 2 conveyor modules. Conveyor modules are done. Robot arms will need a little bit of encouragement, but they also seem pretty doable. They seem like the way... let's actually order double that, because obviously we are going to need double that. Small steel gear. How do we get one of those? The fluid solidifier is looking pretty good. The problem is I would have to do some extracting, but you can extract the plates and get the liquid. But medium voltage. See? Yeah. So you would need medium voltage regardless, looks like. Unlucky. Cool. So, steel plates. Can I get a stack of those, please? I don't know how long that will take, but we'll cross our fingers. I think I need to make it in here. We do have some steel plates in there, but I guess we can chuck a couple more in. Steel gear. Small steel gear. Steel rods. Get a couple of those. Small steel gears. Boom. 4 of those. Sounds good to me. Robot arm 1 and robot arm 2 is on the way. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Patience is a key. I say as I impatiently click and hope that the thing's crafted, but it's not. So I get madder and madder and madder and madder and madder and madder and madder. I don't actually know why. What are we waiting on? More rubber sheets? That explains why this thing's going off. You know what I need? I need more rubber sheets in the system to be maintained. That makes sense. Rubber sheets. Let's remove rubber sheets from this. Let's get a new requester. And we'll put the number up a lot higher. Requester. Oh, that's... Boom. Requester. Cool. Let's go rubber sheets. Boom. Let's keep a stack in the system. That should be pretty good. Cool. So that should eventually order that. 51 more have been ordered. Looks like they're on their way. That's wonderful. Cool. Where are my arms? Where are my arms? What does the piston need? The piston requires the good stuff as well. I think I can cancel that and probably get my thing a little bit sooner. Electric piston. Waiting on the liquid rubber. Which I think is that recipe done. Liquid rubber. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Power, right? We're just waiting on the block to crush. Yep, there we go. Or waiting on the block to make, waiting on the block to crush, waiting on the sheets to return. And then we have our stuff. Awesome. Can I now make the robot arm? Brilliant. Cool. So 2 of those. Wonderful. And the assembler is done. Yay. Alright, cool. You go there. And then I get to do my new favorite part, which is build the thingy thing. Which genuinely is very fun to do for some reason. I think because... Oh, no, I don't. I want that to go there. So that's actually going to be an entangled block. It's going to be that entangled block. Yeah, cool. Which means we need that. We need that. We need that. Yeah. We do still need all those, even if they're not going to connect to that at all. That's still fine. Cool. Tell this guy to do that. Awesome. And all we want is one item. And we want to extract from this guy and insert to that guy. And that should be perfectly fine. I'm going to place these on top so I can easily just grab it. You know what I mean? Cool. I think that's all fine. All I need to do is put in the recipe, which is this guy. I need to add the circuit, which is program 1. And that should now work. I should now be able to order another circuit board. Let's see if we can. Order 1. I think we've got the glue, so it should just jump in. And it's crafting. How cool. I'd say pretty cool. Now, power-wise, it looks like it is having a bit of a problem. Maintaining the power. Might be fine. For example, it's done, and now it's receiving more power. 2 amps, 2.4, 2 amps. I mean, it is about as far as that was when that stopped working. It depends on how many we're going to need to make. All I'll do is place another one of these converters in between, if that becomes a problem. But once again, it might just not be a problem. Okay, so this guy now, is just the easiest crafting recipe you've ever seen in your life. Because we've now got all of that auto-craftable. So that, I'm just going to chuck it in here. Just a crafting recipe. Cool. Let's double check that it works. Yep. Okay, let's grab it so that, we do whatever that quest is. Oh, I needed to do each of these. Okay, hold on. Grab you. Grab you. Okay, he's happy now. And then if we go fluid, I should be able to just grab a bucket of glue out. We might need a little bit more. That's fine. How long is that going to take to get me my tiny little bit of glue that I need? Suffering from success. Diode. Let's get one of those, shall we? Diode. There we go. This guy needs an assembler with one of these situations. Probably going to do the glass. Find annealed thing, gallium. Yeah, small pile of gallium and glass. Or a silicon wafer. The silicon wafer sounds like the play. Water and a... whatever that is. That guy's made out of... It still uses the small bit of gallium, so why would I bother? Small pile of gallium will make this. Or I just use a small pile of gallium. And I get... Oh no, you get double if you use that stuff. Cool. So, I guess you get double if you use this and that. No, you're still using that, yeah. No point. That plus that gives you 4. What's the difference? Oh, the difference is the wire. Cool. And the final recipe, if I could use glass, that, and some fine annealed copper wire rather than just fine copper wire, we get more. Cool. Cool. Yeah, so, in the perfect world, we do this recipe, which uses 4 of that, 1 of that, and 1 of that, and we get 4 of that. Let's have a look. We need liquid polyethylene. We need small pile of gallium, arsenide, and fine annealed copper wire. So first of all, let's see if the fine annealed copper wire is something that can happen. Annealed copper ingots we'll need in some form, I'm sure, which is annealed copper dust, which is made somehow. How do we think that it's made? Let's have a look. It might be a dust situation. It also might not be. Interesting. The foil. How do I get the foil? I get the foil from Bender. Copper plate. How do you get the copper plate? One of the blocks. The liquid. Do you reckon it's the liquid? It's probably the liquid, isn't it? Hell, it might not be. Double on the annealed stuff. Is that in the quest book? Have I missed it? Copper nickel? Nope. Okay. Because I am tempted to do it. Okay, I guess it's saying you'll get to that stuff later. So I should probably just accept what we've got now. Let's double check. The extractor uses the sheets. I'm guessing we've got to properly make the stuff. Air and ethylene will give me liquid polyethylene. Interesting. Air, we've got that. Ethylene, in gas form, we get from stuff that I can't be bothered doing. So yeah, I agree with them. I think that what we should do is just the liquid glass. Liquid glass. Maybe the annealed copper still. I'm not sure. Well, I've just got to figure out how to get it. Annealed copper. Where do you come from? You come from, not you. I have no idea. I've been looking through here for a little bit. I'm checking the ingots, I'm checking the dust, and I genuinely am missing it. I've checked the ingot, I checked the block, I checked the dust, I also checked the tiny dust. And so, I don't know which bit I'm missing. At all. It's made out of rubber and copper. No, it's just annealed copper, my bad. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how they've done it. But they've done it somehow. Alright, cool. Whatever. We can't do it. We're just gonna have to do the normal stuff. It's fine. I want it to be cool. Not an option. We might do the wire mill. That seems like a pretty good play. Might as well. And it's gonna be copper and this thing, and we get fine copper. So, pretty easy. Cool. A little bit of a detour, but that's fine. Let's jump to the crafting grid. Basic wire mill. We just need a couple little goodies. They shouldn't take too long to craft, I would hope. We might even change all of the wire stuff to go through here because it looks like it's easier, cheaper. It might be slower, but once again, we can get some bulk stuff cooked up in the background. That shouldn't be a problem. Like this right now. We're waiting on tin cables. What is this? What world are we in where I'm waiting on tin cable? Rubber sheets and tin wire? That should be the quickest thing on the planet. Basic wire mill. Cool. There's also a very good chance I will need to fix the thing. What do you call it? Are we just doing like a massive... I guess it's fine. And then we'll do multi-blocks on the other side. Yeah, that'll keep happening. Right? Alright, this guy will go here. What do I need? Boom. Boom. Cool. Is it obvious I'm having way too much fun? Boom. Boom. No, we do. I don't know if I'll ever not be happy about how easy that is and the benefit we get from doing it. The slowest part now is just this part. And even that's just like, I don't know, I'm just clicking a few buttons. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, it's really not that big a deal. Okay, wire mill. Awesome. Let's go make some recipes for that. Diode. This guy. Fine copper wire we would like, which is going to be wire mill and program circuit number 3. Oh, just that. Cool. So we'll go chuck that in there. Should I add all the other recipes? Possibly. Assuming they also need number 3. Let's have a look. Tin cable, tin wire in a wire mill is configuration 1. See what they do? These villains. It also looks like you only get 2 out of it. You know, but like number 1. Why do I have to do number 1? What a scam. So we'll just do that. That's fine. Cool. That's very fine. How long does it take as well? Is it fast? Decently fast. I'm quite happy with the speed I witnessed. Okay, what's next on the list? Basic wire mill's done. We've got the fine copper wire. The small gallium, that's going to be a gallium arsenide converted down. Yeah, I guess we'll make a recipe for it. Sure. I didn't really plan to, but the system I was in told me to. Diode in the assembler. Liquid glass is what the recipe that we'll be using will be. So that recipe there, cool. Liquid glass we will get from an extractor with glass. Who would have thought? Cool. Awesome. Okay, so what do we have? Extractor or extruder? Extruder. Extruder. Macerator. Alloy smelter. Extractor. Now this guy's not set up to do fluids. If I wanted him to do fluids, I would just have to click this on every single thing. I think I need to be clicking both of those. Regardless, that should be fine. I'm pretty sure I can hook this up quite easily, just by adding a tank there for the fluids to go. So I will add this. We'll get our tank, and we'll give that a try. So I chuck that guy there. We grab a new chain of fluid. We set this guy up to be insert. We set this guy up to be extract. copy him, and then just paste him. Oh, not that. How do I? There we go. Cool. So the rest of those should work. Extract, insert there. All I will need to do is grab the importer, which do I have one in my system? No. That would be too convenient. And we purposely went away from conveniency. Might I say as well, the gap of 2 allowing me to place stuff down here. I guess I'd be able to do it on the back or something, but it's worked out quite nice. Then just set this guy to do fluids. Sorry that it's dark. The sun should be coming up pretty soon, assuming my system works. Yep. Okay. Liquid glass, small thing, diode. All I need to do is press the diode in the recipe thingy, which is this guy here. He doesn't have a configuration, so he should work. He will need fluids. So I will need to do what we did before anyway, with the entangler, which I guess is fine. I mean, everything should still work. Disconnect you. He's already disconnected. Tell you to go there. Problem solved. Remove that. Not needed anyway. Okay. Let's test it. Let's search diode. Attempt to craft one. It should be making the glass, which I think it just did. Oh, and there we go. All the stuff's in there. It's making a diode. 20 seconds later, we will have a diode. While we're at it, let's go to fluid and let's grab out our bucket of glue. Ta-da! Bucket of glue. System should be happy. Right? No, still not happy. Hold on. Bucket of glue. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Bucket of glue taken care of. Excellent. That's all that done. The rewards here. I guess we can get some goodies. We might as well. Lots of wrought iron plates. Some sticky resin. Wood pulp. Silver wire. What do we get? Tin cables. Steel plates. I don't know, some sort of cable. Cool. Boom, boom. Oh, lots of tin cable. Very nice. Steel plates and pulp. Okay, so we now have diodes. Ta-da! Diode successful. What's wrong here? What aren't we getting? Do I actually need to gallium and arsenic? I haven't done that yet. Gallium we should have. Yep. Let's hold that. Happy camper. And arsenic. We might need to order one. That should be fine. Gallium's done. Gallium's not happy though. Gallium wants this stuff. I don't want to do that stuff, so I'm probably just not going to. Chemical bath I would need, and then I'd need to get all that stuff together. Like this guy just does it. Come on, man. I mean, I'm sure it's better. We'll do it eventually, but I can't be bothered, right? Okay. Good electronic circuit. That's all we need. Alrighty. So, if I want a good electronic circuit, let's remove all these other bookmarks. I think we just can. Let's add the recipe for it. And oh yeah, we've got everything auto-craftable. So we grab that, we chuck it in here. And I think we keep 20 of them in here. Thoughts? Boop. Let's have a look. What's that going to look like? We're still attempting to craft this because we haven't solved our iron rod problem. Which is still a problem. Let's try and solve that now then. So, iron rod. An iron rod is going to be 2 ingots in the crafting grid. So let's just do that because that's really easy to do. Boom. So now in here, that guy's not happy still. Why is he not happy? Iron rod. Don't I have the iron rod on me? I don't. Let's go find out where this iron rod is because it's messing up my system. I know that we can just grab it from, what do you call it? I can't even think. From the manager thing, but I kind of want to, I don't know, I enjoy finding the thing. Magnetic rod, iron rod, and redstone dust. Let's double check. This is just a crafting recipe. Why am I doing a crafting recipe in here? Let's just, oh god. What's that? A resin printed circuit board? Okay, sure. Iron rods, they're in here somewhere. Where, if you were an iron rod, where would you be? Because apparently you wouldn't be where you'd expect you to be. That there. Not in here. Not in there. What's that? A steel plate thing? Okay, sure. I don't actually know. we will have to consult the crafting manager and search iron rod. I would like to speak to the crafting manager, please. Iron rod. 1 in a chest and 1 in a barrel. So the one in the chest is 4 iron rods, 2 iron ingots equals rods. Cool. And 1 is 1 iron ingot. That's in a barrel somewhere, so whatever. It's gone now. So that should be fine. If we close your eyes, if we cancel this recipe, it should order it again, and it should actually be doable this time. Possibly. I might just need to tell this that, hey, this recipe could probably just be, yeah, a normal crafting recipe that can sit in here. And now it's audible. It's also ordering some of this stuff. That's fine. The tin wires and stuff. How much is it doing? It's putting like 1 in at a time. I get that it's because this recipe only has 1 at a time. So let's just fix that. We know it's going to be a problem from now into the future. So let's just solve it. Let's just say what we're all thinking, which is a stack of this equals a stack of that. If we can't make a stack, that's someone else's problem. That's a problem for me for another day. And we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It would only be that red one that we would have to fix. So I'm not too fussed per se. But if we do that, let's cancel that. That guy can still do his thing, that's fine. It's actually ordered some good electronic circuits, so they're on their way. It's gonna craft quite a few plates there, because apparently it needs, I don't know how many it needs, but it wants them, so it's gonna get them, apparently. Cool. Awesome. I don't really know what specifically it will be the bottleneck in this situation, but I guess we can sort of check out our machines. The iron extruder, this guy won't work. Hopefully he wasn't trying to, oh, it was probably a recipe in there, wasn't it? Yeah, poor little guy. He's not trying to do that, is he? No, that's steel, yeah. Hopefully he doesn't try to do that. Macerator has some fun stuff in him. Cool. Alloy smelter's empty. Extractor's empty. We've got this guy making some stuff, which is cool. He's already on the bulb. We've got a chemical. This guy is doing quite a bit. That's fine. That's fine. He seems to be fine as well. Everything's functioning. Everything's doing stuff. How cool. A lot of rods happening. Yeah. I honestly, mission successful. I know it's a little bit more of what we did last episode, but pretty good progress. Have we made one yet? As in, did I even make a good electronic circuit board? Yeah, we do have one. There we go. Your second circuit, MV tier circuit. Your first MV circuit. How cool is that? So now, we are up to... Where are we? We're now up to medium voltage. We have it. We get a couple little bonus circuits. That's nice. You love to see it. And now we can start getting some cool stuff. We'll need an entire different power system in order to handle this, I believe. So I don't really know. There's going to be some loss for when these machines are next to each other and stuff. When we're powering them along. Interesting. Cool. So, we might... arguably, we should have done a little bit smarter, but we might have to do, like, an entire section at once, you know what I mean? Like, if we start here, for example, and we upgrade the cutter, and then slowly get the cables going across. Otherwise, we might be able to... obviously, it'll say somewhere, but there might be some transformers. Yeah. So what we could do... starts as transformer down, and you can use a screwdriver to change it. So, for example, we can have the medium voltage drop into a low voltage. You know what I mean? So we can just move this thing and place these in between where we need them. Because it'll also go up if you've got enough amps going through, which is interesting to think about. We have that 16 LA, the L16. No, we have the 16A. What do we have? We've got a converter. We have this guy. What does he do? He converts power into 16 amps. So he puts 16 amps through the system. So the amperage is 16 amps. And it's just 16 amps through the whole thing. Cool. And then this one here is 0.4 out of 16. What does that mean? Is that how much is being used? Or is that how much is left? You know what I mean? Not being used. This is 6 amps, 4 amps, 2 amps. It's definitely must be how much is left. No. I don't know. I'll have to read it properly at some point. At the moment, hey, things work. I put stuff in places and it works. But very cool. So yeah, awesome. Next episode, we might do some medium voltage, or we might increase our production of these guys. I don't really know how difficult they will be to make. As you can see, everything is doing what it can. We'll probably see towards the end what's left. You know what I mean? Like what doesn't have stuff in it. Or sorry, what still has stuff in it. So for example, this guy is probably going to finish in time. This guy, I know he's got a lot of stuff in him, but he'll probably finish in time as well, because like this is 4 times 30 seconds? That's not too bad. Whereas this guy, like, he has some work cut out for him. There's a chance he'd see even work now that we've got 2 stacks of the cables in here. Survey says that, wait for it. That, yeah, he does work. Cool, so he's doing the best he can. It might be a problem if 2 recipes try to go in there at once. I haven't consulted that yet, but I guess we'll cross that bridge. This is all empty. This guy's empty. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's actually, it doesn't look that bad for whatever reason. In terms of the plates and stuff, that's for what? Steel bolts and whatnot? They might be a problem. I think we're still manually having to make them. For copper wires and that sort of thing, I think it's all probably already in here, right? No, is the answer. Or if it is, it's sort of coming as it's going. Because I was going to say, this guy should be putting in stacks at once. But when we look in here, oh, I guess, yeah, we're waiting for the plates to be made. And then, no, I don't really know. Not a clue what's happening, but, sweet. Awesome. Cool. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Thank you for the helpful comments. Yeah, it's nice to read. I think we're learning. I think we're going pretty well. I'd highly suggest, my biggest thing so far in terms of late game is build your stuff somewhere else. I have 100 frames and I've got lots of area to work with. It's as if I was playing on day one, compared to if I were to try to do it back at my base, where, as you can see in the top left, we lose quite a bit of our frameage. Now I could just go somewhere else in the overworld, right? Like that's obviously an option. And that's probably what we'll do in whatever our next playthrough is. Like if we play all the mods 10, that's probably what will happen, is I'll space things out a lot more. This, as you can see, was the opposite sort of thing. It was a big area that we've taken up, but it wasn't really spaced out as much as it could be, because I think in the previous pack I spaced it out quite a bit, so I wanted to try something different. But yeah, we definitely, I think we've learned that that's not really the play. But thank you for watching. Thank you, of course, to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy and Final Phoenix 13. And hopefully, I will see you all in the next one. I don't really know what necessarily the thumbnail should be, but it could be just this, possibly. Medium voltage. I don't know. It'll either be that, or I don't really know if anything here highlights that we've got stuff happening, but I don't know. It might, maybe I could just grab these new machines that we've got set up here. Call it something. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.